Nigerians have condemned as shameful vote buying and an abuse of the country's resources the federal government disbursement of a micro-enterprise enhancement scheme, funds to women and youth in Edo State from 15th to 16th September. They allege that the disbursement taking place a couple of days to the Edo State governorship polls was perfidious and not different from illegally sharing of money to voters at the point of voting. The Lagos State chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Engineer DG Doherty, said that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) as the polling umpire must bring perpetrators to book. He also said that the National Executive of PDP would be advised to approach the court to press charges against those administering the program. We will do a post-mortem of that election, and the elders and stakeholders of this country must be called to dissect this matter before Edo State is thrown into flames, Doherty said. The Lagos State chairman of the Unity Party of Nigeria (UPN), Mr. Adeoye Jola-Osho, said the disbursement, coming a few days to the poll, amounted to disguised vote buying. Jola-Osho also canvassed that the Minister of State of Labour and Employment, Barrister Festus Keyamo, as well as the Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, Dr. Nasser Ladin Mohammed Angugu, who were in charge of the plan, should be added to the travel ban imposed on some prominent by the United States. Wondering in what capacity the wife of a candidate in the election will be involved in such a program, he urged Nigerians and the international community to condemn the scheme. What APC and the federal government are doing in Edo amounts to pure vote buying, and it must be condemned by all and sundry. These are the antics of a sinking party that knows it is losing the election and clutching at straws to shore up its dying hope, Jola-Osho said. According to Jola-Osho, the Edo experience justified the initial skepticism the National Assembly expressed over the 770,000 employment scheme President Buhari mandated Keyamo to handle. The Lagos State coordinator of the Friends of Atiku Adamawa, Mr. Solomon Oba Olufelu, described the scheme coming a few days to the Edo governorship election as shameful, absurd, and undemocratic. Olufelu said, having listened to Bola Tinubu referring to himself as the leader of the All Nigeria Democrats, you will wonder where this kind of conduct by his party will feature in any lexicon of democracy. This open sharing of money to citizens a few days to a major election. Can you imagine? That was the same thing. That was the same strategy the vice president used. They were saying trader money. But then what happened? For those who have conscience, then what happened? It was that the very day election, the presidential election took place, that after that they know there was nowhere they were sharing that money again. Somebody was telling me the other time, oh, they still shared money. I said, which money did they share? Was the tempo or the momentum they were using to share that money few days to election or a week to election, was the same momentum used to share the money after the election, if at all they share the money again? So what are we talking about? They are all deceiving themselves. And that's why you see that some people just come out boldly. They don't even trust anybody, whether you're a pastor or whatever, because we have seen from various angles that a lot of them don't even, it's just title. If they could do that up till now, what stopped them from still going about the trader money? No. Now they are coming. I don't know, at this point in time, I don't know the project or I don't even know how to put it. I don't even know the correlation or the business of the federal government at this point in time. Who are they deceiving? They can be deceiving people, and those who are supporting them, they know the truth. They just know the truth. Why now? Why the scheme now at this point in time? Everybody knows it. Everybody can use their tongue to count their teeth. So that's just the way it is. They can deceive themselves, and the so-called activists who have been in the front of this whole thing before now that they have joined them, they can't even say anything. They will try to justify it. The same before our very eyes, they will be telling you there's nothing like a first subsidy, but now they are paying it in full. And now, after they are tired, they are now telling us that they are removing subsidy. The same subsidy that you told us it was a scam. And those who are always supporting them, who do not have conscience, they will not be justifying it, try to make excuses for them here and there. At this junction, what is the business of the federal government at this point in time? All of a sudden, they just discovered Edo State. The same thing is still going to happen in Edo State. Let's just see. But one thing is that if they feel that Nigerians cannot do anything, now it's beginning to show. It is not all about banning them or restricting them from entering US or UK, but it shows that these people are not trustworthy and they cannot be allowed. If somebody or a country said you cannot come into their country, or if that you cannot come into their country, that speaks volume. People might look at it from a different angle, that is it not is it just for me to go to US? What is so special about US? It means a lot. Like they always say, good name is better than riches and wealth. And you think that, oh, if I don't go to US, I can go to this. But that statement alone means something, that you have been banned. You can't enter that. You can't enter a place. That means you are not a free person. Then what is the difference between the person and all those indicted for one crime or the other? It's still the same thing, because those ones will be placed in a particular place, called prison. But this one, you can't even move. So, most of them do not have shame. They feel that everything is all about money. So, to me, it's a concern. At this point in time, it's really a concern. Well, some people said it's fake news. But did they forget what happened in Osun State a week to the election? Is when the federal government remembered that they owned Osun State government 10 billion naira. During Ekiti State election, they remember that they want to do market money. What about Kogi State? The same thing happened there. So why are you surprised about Edo State? Just wait, they are still coming with something new on those states election. It's a pity that we found ourselves in this situation. PDP disappointed us, but APC are colossal disaster. And that's just it, the way it is. No, Buhari, they will be pretending, and they will come out and be telling you that they are fighting corruption. Now they are creating a new agency. They say they want to fight corruption to be able to get a transparency in all the fights of in all this asset recovery and looted funds here and there. They are coming with all the agencies on ground. They can't even manage with that. They are coming out with another one. Is it not just wasting resources? Some people are saying, oh, this is fake news. Exactly, it's been happening before now. All of a sudden, they borrowed the Kogi State how many billions of naira? 10 billions of naira. But see them, somebody will say, I don't eat beans, but you eat akara, you eat my. So what is the difference? They will be pretending as if they are saints, but they are even worse. Just like somebody said, PDP disappointed us, but APC, the colossal disaster. Colossal one. Well, you have said it all. My brother, the two parties have disappointed us. What can we do? And they are the same. That is why it is very easy for them to jump ship. The money, that means we have the money for them to do the right thing. They won't do it. They will be waiting for election time. And at the end of the day, people don't even, I don't even know why, if somebody is poor, does it mean that the person should be poor mentally? They will say, they want to, it's something that you're going to collect, and it's not going to crush your life. It's not going to dent your life. It's not going to make you go hungry. Why can't you reject it? They won't reject it because a lot of things have happened. Tell me all this why over how many years now have they not been feeding themselves? Has government remembered anybody during election time? They will still use what they have stolen again to use against you to bribe you. That is it. That has been the pattern. There's no difference. There's no difference between this party and the PDP. There's no difference at all. And someone believes that the federal government will never disburse cash like this for public to see. It's completely fake. Please collect the cash and vote PDP because APC has failed. Someone say, you that have not seen that this, so you have not seen that this PMB government has destroyed Nigeria's democracy. The evil of Buhari government will haunt you forever. God will not allow PMB go to destroy my people in Edo as in Kogi or Osun Ekiti. Thank God that the whole world is watching the political move this weekend. Governments brought to Nigeria. This government brought to Nigeria. Nigerians have never had it so bad. Evil. These people are really evil. That's what someone is saying here. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning this thing that this government is doing. Because anger greets federal government's fund disbursement in Edo State. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.